Okay, good evening, friends. Today I'm going to start a very interesting problem to you. I'd like to discuss myself, Suprabhat Chakravarti. I want to discuss a very interesting problem from a famous book of Professor HC VERMA, that is Concepts of Physics. Now, the question states that you can look into the screen that a carrom board 4 feet by 4 feet square has the queen at the center. The queen is hit by the striker, moves to the front edge, rebounds, and moves to the hole behind the striking line. Find the magnitude of the displacement of the queen from the center to the front edge, and from the front edge to the hole, and from the center to the hole. So this is the numerical. So let me just discuss this problem with you. So let us consider the queen placed at the center. So this is our center. Now the queen is being hit, and this I can refer to the front edge. So I will refer to this as the front edge of the carrom board. Okay. So I refer it to as the front edge of the carrom board. Now, as the queen is being hit, it strikes this point. Let me name this point as point P. It strikes over here, and from there it gets rebounds and it moves to this hole. So you know that a carrom board consists of 4 holes like this, one at each of the corner of the one at each corner of the carrom board. So over here you can see there are 4 holes. So I can say this is hole number. This is the hole that is actually our point of interest. So this is our 4th hole where the queen is being hit and it rebounds over here. So let me name this hole as H. So this is the whole concept on which it is being determined, this total answer. So let us start doing that. So I take this angle to be theta. So this angle to be theta and this angle also to be theta. Why we are taking these 2 angles to be same? Because a very important thing that you know from your earlier classes, that if this CP is being considered to be the incident and it rebounds means it gets reflected. So that means we always know angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. The same logic we are applying over here, that is the queen is actually moving very symmetrically with respect to this particular line. So that means these 2 angles will be equal, right? So from here, we need to find out. So let me take this distance, or let me take this point as M, this point as N, and let me take this point to be say K and this to be L. Now, according to the problem, they have given you this length to be 4 feet and this length also to be 4 feet, because this carrom board is actually a square shaped carrom board where you can find that both the lengths are actually 4 feet by 4 feet, length and breadth. Okay. So now what I can say from here, that if I consider this point M to be suppose CM to be X. So over here I consider CM to be X. Now one thing is very clear, these all are the midpoints. The CN, you can say the N is the midpoint of this particular side of the square. So we can say this is 2 feet and this is also 2 feet. Similarly, I can say that this KH length, this is also 2 feet. And of course, this will be also 2 feet similarly. Okay. So one thing is very important over here, that you can see that if I consider this triangle, let me name the triangle over here. This triangle over here as say PCM. So if I consider this triangle, can I say that tan theta is equals to that is equals to CM divided by MP? So that means I can say CM is over here X and MP is over here, or PM is over here 2, because PM is the half of the side of the square. Similarly, in triangle, if I consider triangle PLH, I'm considering triangle PLH. What can I say? tan theta is equals to, so tan theta is equals to, I can say LH divided by PL. So can I say that LH divided by PL? Now children, if I consider this to be X, what should be the length of this LH? Because the total length is 2. So I can easily say the length of LH will be equals to 2 minus X. So using this concept, I can say that LH is 2 minus X and PL is equals to 4. So I get this my one of the equation, and this tan theta equals to x upon 2 as another equation. If I equate this, this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So if I just equate this equation 1 and equation 2, now what should we get? From equation 1 and 2, we get x upon 2 is equals to 2 minus x upon 4. So this 2 and this 2 gets cut. So easily you can calculate from here that 2x is equals to 2 minus x. So that implies x is equals to 2 by 3 or 2 upon 3. So this is the first part that we have done. This is a very, very important part that we need to find, that is x equals to 2 upon 3. Now what is our next course of action? We want to find out the displacement of this queen from the center to the front edge. According to the first problem, can I say we want basically to find out the value of CP. So that means what? Which one we need to find out? We need to find out this CP. We need to measure the value of CP. So that is the displacement. That is my first question. Displacement of the queen from the center to the front edge. So this is my first problem. So we need to answer that first. So how to do that? So in order to find out, you apply simple concept of Pythagoras theorem. So if I just find out the value of CP, so let me just move on to the next page. And before I move on to the next page, I can write that CP square is equals to PM square plus MC square. So I move on to my next page. So to show that, I can write easily, that is CP square is equals to PM square plus MC square. So this is, I'm considering the triangle. Another, just in order to show you once again, I move to the previous page so you can understand better. We are considering over here, which triangle we are considering? We are considering triangle CPM, or you can also say PMC, same thing. So we are considering this triangle. So if I consider this triangle, so what shall I get? I move on to the next page once again. So that means CP square is equals to, I can write what I can write. I can just also write over here also for you people. So just we can write CP square is equals to, I can write CP square is equals to PM square plus, I can write MC square, isn't it? What is MC? MC is X. So therefore we can easily find out. So this is CP square equals to PM square plus MC square. So what is PM? PM over here is actually PM over here. If you measure, that is equals to 2. And what is MC? MC we have already taken out, that is equals to X, and which is also equals to 2 upon 3, that we have already taken out. So we'll use simple concept of Pythagoras theorem, and we'll try to find out the value of CP. So what shall it be? So I move on to the next page. So I just quickly put the values over here. So I'll be getting CP square is equals to, so therefore I will get 2 square plus 2 by 3 whole square. So if I get that, so therefore CP square or CP is equals to square root of 4 plus 4 upon 9. So you get the value of CP as root over of 9 as LCM, 36 plus 4. So that is equals to root over of 40 upon 9. So CP therefore is equals to root over of 40 upon 9. So I can write 2/3 into root over of 10 feet. So this is the answer of my first question. What is CP? CP basically is the displacement of the queen, displacement of the queen from center to the frontage. I think the children, it is very much clear to all of you. Center to the frontage. So this is the first part of the question we have solved. Okay. Then I move on to my next part of the question. I think it's very much clear to all of you. So I move on to the next part of the question. So next part of the question is that, and before doing that, I just simply rub this part so that I can do the rest part of this question. So I will just be needing some more values, so I'll be just using that. So let me move on to the next part. What is they have asked? That is, they have asked what should be the magnitude of the displacement from the front edge to the hole. So children, that means they are asking you to find out. So that means they are asking you to find out the displacement from the front edge. Front edge means this is the front edge. This is my front edge. Front edge to the hole. That means they are asking you to find out this distance. That means they are asking you to find out the distance pH. Am I clear? So we like to, I will just write down over here once again. So if I consider this triangle now, and if I name this point as say uh, uh, N over here, or rather I name it as O over here, this particular part. So over here in triangle OPH, in triangle OPH, I can obviously write that PH square is equals to OP square plus OH square, isn't it? Now what is your OP? OP is same as LH from the figure. So OP equals to LH is equals to 2 minus X. And what is 2 minus X, children? 2 minus X equals to 2 minus 2 by 3. So that will come to as 3 to the 6, and this will be equals to 4 upon 3. So OP you have got as 4 upon 3. And what is the measurement of OH? OH is nothing but 4. So I may write it over here. OH equals to 4. So if I use this Pythagoras theorem once again, and I put the values over here, instead of OP, I will put 4 upon 3. Instead of OH, I'll put 4. So I do that in my next page. So just let me move to the next page, and over here I just quickly move there, and you will see properly that PH square is equals to OP square plus OH square. So let me write over here. So I can write PH square is equals to OP square plus OH square. And what was OP square? We have already found out that OP square was equals to 4 upon 3 whole square. We have found out that. And what is OH square? OH square is equals to, we have found out, 4 square. So PH is equals to, therefore I can write square root of this. So PH is equals to, therefore square root of this means we can easily calculate it. So I can take 4 square common out. So I'll get 4 over here. I will get 1 by 9 plus 1. And therefore I will get 4 root over of 10, and root 9 is 3. So children, it will be this much feet. And what is this pH? pH is actually representing the displacement. What displacement? This is displacement of the queen. Displacement of the queen from front edge to the hole. From front edge to the hole. So this is the second part of the question. Am I clear? So displacement of the queen from the front edge to the hole. Okay. So we'll now move on to the third part of the question. That is, they are wanting you to find out. That is the third part of the question. That is, before that, I should also rub this part which I have already discussed, so that the next part we can use this space. So just for you to understand better, I'm just trying to draw it in front of the given figure only. Okay, so now let us move on to the next part of the question, last part of the question, that is, what is the displacement of the coin from the hole, from the center to the hole. That means according to the question, they have asked us to find, according to the question, they have just asked us to find this part, that is displacement from the center to the hole. So that means we have to find out the value of CH. So what is the value of CH? That is, this is the displacement from the center to the hole. So if I quickly draw a line over here, it will be something like this. That means if I draw a line, it will be just displacement from the center to the hole. So basically, this is the part we have to find out. Is it clear to all of you? So that means displacement from the center to the hole. That means we need to find out the value of CH. So what will be the value of CH? It is, children, quite easy now. So value of center to the hole will be nothing but the CH. So we can just write from this triangle CNH. So if I consider triangle CNH over here, so you can easily see that NH is equals to 2, NH is equals to 2, and you can see Cn is also equals to 2. Cn is also equals to 2. So we can use the Pythagoras theorem once again and can write that CH square is equals to Cn square plus Cn square plus Na square. So if I put the values over here, this is very easy calculation, children. CH is equals to, therefore, root over of 2 square plus 2 square. So that is equals to, CH is equals to 2 root 2 feet. So this is the final answer. So CH, that is the center to the hole, is equals to the displacement from the center to the hole. So we can say displacement from the center to the hole, basically we are finding out CH. So that is CH is equals to 2 root 2 feet. I hope you have understood the way. This is a very, very interesting problem. I think you have understood this. And just I want to tell you, in case of any difficulty, please feel free to call me up. Okay. Thank you very much and have a good time. Thank you.